Hello, my name is Jael. Can you tell me your full name, please?
My full name is Ngolan, and you can call me Bean.
Okay, thank you. The first part of the test, I'll be asking you questions. This time it'll be about your hometown. Tell me about your hometown.
I was born in Bắc Ninh, so that's my hometown. It is the smallest province in the entire country, with an area of about 800 kilometers, with maybe a million, with a population of maybe a million. I read it in the geography books at my school.
What would you like to change about your town?
Well, Bắc Ninh has a lot of good things, and there doesn't need to be much changes. But if I can change one thing, then that would be maybe something about the economy. The economy in Bắc Ninh is maybe inefficient, or maybe just not really impressive. So if I can, I could do something to help improve the economics here.
Okay. This time let's talk about your free time activities. What do you do in your spare time?
In my spare time, I really don't have much spare time. School takes like 8 hours a day. But when I do have, I will usually play games, watch TVs, or listen to music.
What hobbies are popular in your country?
In my country, people enjoy doing a lot of things. They can watch TV, they can surf the internet, they can make crafts, they can do DIY, they can play sports, etc. But maybe the most popular hobby as of right now is surfing the internet. Teenagers in Vietnam usually they take their phone, they could go on either YouTube or TikTok, they could scroll through the videos and watch them most of the time.
Okay, let's talk about healthy eating. Is fast food popular in your country?
There's a lot of kinds of fast food in Vietnam, I guess. There's also pizzas, there's burgers, but the most popular among students or schools are like sweets and snacks. They usually eat this after the morning lessons or when they go home after the evening lessons.
Do you like eating healthy food?
I sometimes eat healthy food, but I cannot really say that I like them much. For fish, I hate seafood, so I cannot eat any of that. Vegetables, I also eat sometimes of that, but most of the time I would eat meat, but I rarely ever eat fast food or snacks.
Okay, this time the question will be about language learning. What do you find difficult or challenging about learning English?
I have been studying English for quite some years now, and I have pretty much no obstacles at all. But when I start going to secondary, I have some problems like remembering the structures and learning the lesson the last time, and I really struggle a lot with that. I have like a bad memory, so that is a serious thing that I need to improve.
Would you like to learn another language in the future?
I think that yes, I would like to learn a new language in the future. At school, I don't talk a lot, and when I talk, my teacher says that maybe, just maybe, my voice is good for speaking French. So maybe I will be aiming for that.
Okay, thank you. The next part, I'm going to give you a topic. You have 1 minute to make the notes, and the paper is on the table, and you have 1 to 2 minutes to speak. You may begin your preparations now. Okay, time is up. Please begin your talk.
As I said earlier, one of my hobbies is listening to music. And so, for one famous person that I admire, it's probably a musician. And this time, it is Dokuro. He is is media influencer that compose music, like a lot of music for games, like different games. For example, he composed a lot of songs for cave game and even more, and his most successful project yet is songs for official soundtracks for the Terraria Calamity mod. He is widely known because he's the one that composed like the most popular gaming music in probably the entire gaming site. The mod which he did the music in now is the most popular mod or add-on of the Terraria game, which is also just as famous. I really admire him because he really helped grow the community, and most of his songs are like the most banger thing I can find on the internet. I usually listen to his music tracks probably all the time in my free time. It is also the only music that I even ever listen to.
Okay. The next questions will be in line with your topic. What do you think are the disadvantages of being famous?
Being famous sure gives a person a lot of benefits in life, but that also comes with a cost. First of all, they will rarely have any privacy. If someone ever recognizes them in public, they may scream to let others know that there's one famous person on the street. That person will get taken a photo of by many photographers or paparazzis. Secondly, as the case of Dokuro, he has, as I said, he composed a lot of good songs, and with that, the community has, at one period of time, have waited a long time for the release of the final music. But it took a really long time. So, of course, the community got mad. They harassed Dokuro. They sent death threats, and he got depressed, and then just left the community at that time.
Okay. How do you think is being famous now different from that in the past?
In the past, to become famous, you need a lot of talents like cooking, acting, singing, etc. That could take a lot of time to become a professional at that specific thing. But now, in the modern world where technology is pretty much anyone can pretty much access technology, the internet. They now only need some good equipment like a camera, a good computer, a creative video ideas, and a good editing skill. They can either upload that video on YouTube as the form of long video or shorts. They can also upload TikToks. Doing so can just easily give them a lot of attention and fame.
How do you think people will become famous in the future?
Now, becoming famous is fairly easy, but still challenging. So because of that, many people are now very famous, like a lot, maybe over 1,000, I don't know. So maybe, in my opinion, in the future, becoming famous will require a lot more skills. The audience will be a lot more strict about who can be their favorite media influencer, which making famous much more difficult for people starting to attempt the career.
Okay, thank you. This is the end of the speaking test.